Alright guys, we are transplanting tomatoes and peppers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do alternating tomato, pepper, all the way down. This is going to be, like I said before, I don't know if I've mentioned it in a previous video, this is going to be the salsa garden here. So I'm going to do hot peppers and tomatoes here. So I have 5 different tomatoes and I have 5 hot peppers. The only hot peppers that I'm growing is the salsa mix and jalapenos. So I've got 5 different tomatoes there. And I'm going to start with this end here and do tomato, pepper, tomato, pepper, like that. So I'm going to do one row and then I'm going to go down the other side. So we'll start on the end with tomatoes, and I think I'll start with the giant pink Belgium tomato and one of the jalapenos. That'll go down here. So I'm going to do it like this so that I can transplant easier. Take it out, lay it down there. Giant Belgium. Then I'm going to go 2 rows down and do the jalapeno right here. Okay. Then I'm going to do another tomato, which is going to be the Abe Lincoln. And that'll go here. And then another pepper, which would be the salsa. That's going to go here. Tomato, we'll do the mortgage lifter here. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. So scoot this down here, and then this one will go here. This one will go here, and then we'll have space. I might be able to squeeze an extra one in there. We move this one down. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm just going to give them enough space. I want to make sure I give them enough space, so we'll just keep it just like this, and then we'll do the other side. When it comes to tomatoes, you can bury tomatoes, you can plant tomatoes 2 ways. You can plant them straight down really deep, or you can plant them kind of laying on their side in a trench. Now the difference is the hardier, thicker stem tomatoes will do well straight up and down, but deep. Now if you have some leggy, thin, spindly type of tomato seedlings, then those are the types that you want to bury in a trench, because they will do better because they're more flexible. So I'm burying these deep, straight up and down, because these are big tomatoes. These are not cherry tomatoes. These are not small tomatoes. This is a giant pink Belgium. So the fruit on here is going to get nice and big. I'm going to bury these deep down, almost to the top of the leaves, so that all of that stem can develop a strong root system. I'm not got it mulched here with just some dried grass clippings. So that's the first one there. Now we're going to do this pepper. Like I said, it's really beneficial to transplant on a cloudy day when you're not going to shock your plants by putting them out in that direct sun. The soil is so loose here, I don't even need my shovel. Oh, and there's tons of worms in here. So that's how you know that you have good organic matter in your soil, when you see worms. And another thing, when you are planting in a bed, you want to always be careful not to step in your bed, because that will cause your soil to compact, and then it becomes hard for your plants to send out their roots because the soil's too hard and it can't get through that soil. So you always want to not step in your plants, in your raised bed or in your area where you plant. Because you don't want to compact your soil. You never want to leave your soil bare. Always cover your soil, because the sun will bake that soil and it'll bake those nutrients right out of your soil. So make sure that you cover your soil with some type of mulch. Don't leave it bare. That allows room for weeds to come in and for the sun to solarize your soil. And if you bake all your nutrients out, then there's nothing left for your plants. So be sure that you are covering your soil with some type of mulch. You can use newspaper, you can use dried grass clippings, weed barrier, you know, the landscape fabric, of course wood chips. There's plenty of different options that you have just to be able to cover your soil. Alright guys, this is all done here. This is the salsa garden. I'm going to go ahead and write down everything I planted, because I probably won't, I'm not sure yet, but I probably won't label each one here. I might just record it on my journal, but I do have to make sure that I record this so that I can know which one is which. So we'll see how well these labels hold up for now. But this is the salsa garden, and it is all planted out. had one extra pepper. I just stuck it in that grow bag with those flowers. It's a salsa pepper. So I just stuck it right in there. This is just a grow bag with flowers in it, so I've got the Vineyard Chicks beans over here in this container. These are my radishes that I have succession planted. I already had a harvest of radishes. And this is my second planting of radishes. So I'm getting ready to plant a third succession of radishes. I got some beans put in over here. These peas just were not, I don't know what it is. I cannot grow peas. I cannot grow peas, guys. I don't know what it is. So I got peas over here. I've got peas there. I've got peas on the other side there. And it doesn't look like any of them are doing very well. I mean, these ones have some flowers on them, but they just don't look good. I don't know. Anyhow, I squeezed in the beans here. I put a bean here, a bean here, a bean there. There's a bean on that side, and then I also have a bean in here somewhere. Wax, yellow wax beans. These two, this one and the one down here are yellow wax. This is a tenderette. This is a top crop, and this is the purple, the royal purple. Those are all bush beans. I have some scarlet runner beans that I'm going to be putting out. Okay, so I did not stop transplanting. I went ahead and I got this bed set up the same way I did the containers. I layered grass clippings and leaves and old compost out of buckets from last year, and I amended it with lots of rabbit manure. So what I have in here now are scarlet runner beans, which are over here. Those are my scarlet runner beans. These over here are the Kentucky Wonder. Those are the pole beans. These three plants here, this one, and this one, those are cantaloupe that I got from Gail at Gail's Southern Living. So I have 3 cantaloupe in here. And then I have 2 straight 8 cucumbers. This is a Be It Alpha cucumber. And this is a lemon cucumber. So I've got these cucumbers here, the cantaloupes, and then I've got the pole beans and the runner beans. Now down here all the way across the front, I'm gonna do some herbs. I'm gonna do some dill and some basil. And I'm just gonna do that from seed. And that's this bed. This bed is done. And then I believe I will be done for the day. I can't promise, but one more bed down. It has not started raining yet, so I'm trying to take advantage of the time that I have. Okay, so the herbs I did were dill along this way, parsley in the middle, and then basil on this side. And then I did sprinkle some basil in with the salsa garden too. So there we go. more you know, the more you grow. Bye guys.